Hello, and welcome to another episode of Retrospective Gaming. In this episode, I will be reviewing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I want to say a couple of things before we move on with the review. The first thing that I want to mention is that there will be spoilers in this review. I know that doesn't matter to most of you since most of you probably already played the game, but still, there will be spoilers. The last thing I want to mention is that I'm playing on the PC version, and in the footage, you will see me using auto aim instead of free aim. I know I'm probably a noob, but I've gotten so used to fucking playing Grand Theft Auto on a controller that I didn't want to change it for this review. So that's all I have to say. Let's get on with the review for Grand Theft Auto Vice City. In Vice City, you play as Tommy Vercetti, a former member of the Forelli family who's just been released after serving 15 years in prison. When he gets out of prison, he is given the task by Sonny Forelli of doing a simple exchange. Trade some money for some cocaine. Sounds simple, right? Unfortunately, the deal goes horribly wrong, and Tommy Vercetti and a crooked lawyer named Ken Rosenberg are stuck in Vice City without Sonny's cash, and they have to find a way to get it back. That's how Vice City starts off. Now, I'm just gonna say this right from the start. Grand Theft Auto Vice City is my favorite GTA game. It has the best story, in my opinion, of any Grand Theft Auto game, and what helps this story is the cast of characters. Characters like Tommy Vercetti, Ken Rosenberg, Diaz, Lance, Ken Paul, and more. And it really helps when the main character, Tommy Vercetti, is voiced by Ray Liotta. That was a great choice. Some of my favorite moments in this game are the interactions between Tommy Vercetti and Ken Rosenberg. They are hilarious, and even though they're in this fucked up situation, it's funny. It's funny and fucked up at the same time. I'll tell you two of my favorite moments. The first one is Tommy has to go to this boat party, but Rosenberg tells him that he has to get a new change of clothes because he doesn't look right to go to this boat party. And Tommy just looks at him and says, "What's wrong with the way I dress?" I almost died laughing when I first fucking saw that scene. It's hilarious. The second moment is that Tommy has to go into Rosenberg's office. But when he goes inside the office, Rosenberg is sleeping on the couch. He's really paranoid. He's really scared that people are going to get him. So Tommy just slams the fucking door on him. Rosenberg jumps up and he says that he pissed his pants. That was hilarious. Just to see how paranoid Rosenberg was and to see Tommy scaring him. Oh my gosh, it was fucking crazy and hilarious at the same time. I did notice a big difference in Grand Theft Auto Vice City story compared to Grand Theft Auto 3 storyline. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the game, but most of the time in Grand Theft Auto 3, I felt like nothing more than a glorified errand boy. I felt like the character wasn't that powerful, even in the end. No matter what he did, I just felt like he was never that powerful. I just felt like his main goal was to make some money and to survive. In Grand Theft Auto Vice City, it's a different story. This is Tommy Vercetti's rise to power, and you are playing it. He just got out of prison after 15 years, and he wants to be the head honcho. He wants to be the man in charge. He wants to take over Vice City. He wants people working under him. He does not want to work under people. And he's prepared to deal with the positives and negatives with having that mentality. And I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the references. I enjoyed the Scarface references. I did enjoy the fact that Rosenberg resembles the Sean Penn's character in Carlito's Way. A great movie. You should check it out. I enjoyed all of that. I do think some characters in the story in Vice City should have been kept around a little bit longer, but other than that, I think this is the best Grand Theft Auto game, and it's the best story, and I really did enjoy it. Let's talk about the gameplay. Rockstar had a good formula with GTA 3, so they didn't need a huge change for Vice City, and they didn't, and that's a good thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just improve and add to it, and that's what Vice City was. You can own businesses in this game, so you actually feel like you're taking over, and you have something to spend your money on. In GTA 3, I had a lot of money and nothing to spend it on because I already had all the weapons I needed, and there was just nothing to buy. So you can actually spend your money in this game. You can fly. Don't get me started on that fucking thing in GTA 3. I think it was called the Dodo, where you can only get it 3 feet off the ground. You can actually fly in Vice City. You can ride dirt bikes and motorcycles. I like the weapons that they added. I especially like the fact that they added the chainsaw because I love going around and fucking people up with the chainsaw. I'm happy with the changes that they made. It was enough to keep it fresh, but they didn't need a huge change, and it wasn't, and that's a good thing because it was a good formula. It's fun, and I really enjoyed it. There are a couple of problems that I had with Vice City, though. The camera. sometimes the camera fucked me over. Sometimes it zoomed in a little too close and it was just moving around a little too much. It couldn't keep up with me. It didn't know where it wanted to be. That only happened a couple times. It did happen during a couple of gunfights, so it did annoy me a little bit. Another issue that I have is boats. I don't like using boats in this game. Just like I didn't like using boats in GTA 3. I just think it's clunky, it's not fluid, I don't enjoy it, and I especially don't like using them in a mission. Especially that one Diaz mission where you had to ride to the yacht, you had to race to the yacht actually, to get the shipment before everyone else. I hate that fucking mission just because I don't like using the boats, I don't like controlling them. The last thing I wanted to talk about in terms of criticizing the gameplay is Tommy Vercetti can't fucking swim. I gave it a pass in GTA 3 because that was the first game, not the first game in the series, but the first game to be in 3D. So I could give it a pass, but I really thought that they should let Tommy Vercetti swim in this game. But these are all minor. I really enjoyed the gameplay in this game. I think they added enough to keep it fresh, and I really enjoyed the additions that they made. And thank God I can actually fly in this fucking game and not just use this stupid fucking dodo that only fucking flies 2 feet in the air. I just had to say that. It's a little gripe I had with 3. I think they shouldn't have had that in that fucking game. So, yeah, I really enjoyed the gameplay in Vice City. Now, let's talk about the setting in GTA Vice City. In GTA 3, it was urban, it was gritty. It reminded you of some places in the East Coast. But in Vice City, you're in Florida in the 80s. It's bright, it's sunny. There's porn stars, there's rock stars, there's porn studios. And for those of you that don't know, in the 80s, Florida was a fucked up place, especially the early 80s. There was a lot of cocaine going around, and there was a lot of cartels fucking shit up in Florida. And you can tell that Rockstar was inspired by some of those events. They took references from Scarface and Carlito's Way, and they took all of that, kind of like that Miami's Vice vibe too, and just put it into a pot, mixed it together, and you got GTA Vice City. And it's fucking awesome. And the one thing that I do like about GTA Vice City is that no matter where I go, there's always nice cars riding around. I can take 2 fucking steps in the game and I run into an Infernus or a Comet or a Banshee or something like that. And I really enjoyed that because in GTA 3, I was always stuck with shit cars if I didn't put it in a garage or anything like that. But in Vice City, everyone's driving a nice car. Everyone's got money. Everyone's got that drug money, I guess. So that's really awesome. Now, as far as radio stations go, the game is set in the 80s. You're going to find a lot of popular songs from that time. But to be honest, I only paid attention to 2 radio stations in Vice City, Wild Style and my favorite radio station in any GTA game, VCPR, just because of the show Pressing Issues. It's a parody of public radio, and it's hilarious, the guests that they have on that fucking show. Everyone on that fucking show did their parts perfect. It was fucking hilarious, especially that one fucking guy that wanted Florida to secede from the rest of the United States. It was hilarious. I can listen to that radio station over and over. So check it out if you don't know what I'm talking about. VCPR. I think Vice City has an excellent atmosphere, the best of any Grand Theft Auto game so far, but that's my opinion. I would definitely recommend this game. It's my favorite Grand Theft Auto game so far. Of course I would recommend it to you. Of course there were some minor things that did piss me off and can get annoying at times, but overall this is a fucking fantastic game and you should check it out if you haven't already. What's your opinion? What is your favorite Grand Theft Auto game? Do you like Vice City? Please let me know. Leave a comment if you want. Or you can check me out on Twitter or whatever. Have a great day.